So let's do an awkward transition into pride. Because as much pride as I have in these stories, because I think they're the way that you tell them and this whole twin thing that you have is like something that outside looking in is just not something that anyone can understand. Even if you could understand the twin thing, like imagine taking that into these pressure situations, a lifetime of work, realizing you're dependent on someone else. Like it's just the layering of what you all have done, the mental gymnastics involved, the shared of money, houses, like your personal lives that you know someone so intimately back. I mean, it's just like I think it's just a fascinating story, and I think these funny stories kind of give just like a little glimpse. And frankly, I think I like them because they're endearing, and also it makes you guys feel like normal, right? Like there's this like excellence, but also mixed in is like this petulance that we all kind of feel sometimes. When you all kind of look back at the totality of your career, right? So winning every major, all the Master Series, Olympics, Davis Cup. What are your kind of biggest pride points, either for the other person, like we did it together, or is it titles, or is it, consistency? What are the kind of the biggest pride points where you look back and like what makes you emotional looking back?
We played for 23 years together. And we did stay together. Yeah, we had our moments, but we did it as a team, as brothers. That's what really made that process on the tour special. You got your best friend on the road doing it. And it wasn't always high moments, right? We had, I don't know how many Grand Slam finals we lost. We had some really difficult ones, right?
14.
14. It's a lot, right? Um, but we stuck it out. Yeah, and just to be able to now share that kind of beyond the court now, and just kind of reminisce. And I feel like our relationship's tighter now than it's ever been. We got kids. We want them to all play together. But looking back, we went really hard, and we have really no regrets, just because we didn't take any vacations. Right after we came back from the World Tour Finals, we were back working out together in the gym. We just really professional, and just really, yeah, we set the bar really high, and we wrote down our goals every year, and we really went after them together. Like kind of had this shared energy, this shared mission, this shared focus to do it, and to help promote doubles, because I mean doubles was suffering a little bit during the middle of our career, so we wanted to make doubles bigger and kind of have a platform there. But to make it through the mire of all those ups and downs, kind of the roller coaster, and stay strong with your twin, and we have unconditional love for each other. So that's probably what I'm most proud about.
Bob?
Yeah, look, I mean that kind of summarizes our bond, our relationship, which is at the end of the day the most important. That we are still talking to each other. We live on different sides of Florida, but we're on the phone 4 times a day. If I see something cool at a Heat game, I'm calling Mike. Oh, dude, this guy had this dunk. So we still share this bond. I would love to see Mike get down to Miami and get the band back together, because we've spent millions of hours jamming together. But yeah, and look, I was proud of Mike when I was injured. I had my hip replaced. I was proud Mike went out and he won a couple more slams with Jack Sock. Yeah, did that hurt me to see him out there having success without me? For a moment, it did. It did. It was tough. When he was playing the Wimbledon final on TV, I was in the gym doing push-ups. And but at the end of the day, I was actually proud of him. That's a Bryan out there representing. And he took me back. I got my hip replaced. And then 5 months later, he took me back. He didn't have to. And, one of my greatest moments is actually coming back and defending that Miami Open title in my backyard, with a metal hip, and doing that with Mike. That was the one time I actually got a little misty eyed out during the trophy ceremony.
Mm. We've taken plenty of looks backwards. As the two guys, that will forever kind of define peak in doubles? Because, I think your numbers are so safe because the ability to kind of keep going even through those moments, instead of switching partners, even the most successful partnerships are what I'm telling you, your business, 6-7 years at a time, and then something happens or someone marries someone and it just doesn't always work out. So one, that responsibility, and also there's a lot of new talk around different doubles formatting. How do you see the future of doubles playing out, and what can you two do to kind of spread the gospel of doubles, even though you're not currently in it week to week? How do you still have that footprint in the game, and specifically in doubles?
Yeah, I mean, look, doubles has evolved a lot over the years. The 80s, you had the Cernbali, Mac Fleming, everyone was playing kind of similar to their singles games. Courts were faster. There's a lot more singles players playing. 90s came along. You had the Woodies introducing some poaching and strategy. 2000s come along. We come along with kind of a power doubles. We're getting close to the net. A lot of movement. Now it's gone to kind of an exclusive I formation, which I'm not sure that doubles was ever meant to be played like this. There's been these changes that are going to be implemented soon. Pace of play, which I like all these new initiatives. Fans can come in on change during the play. They can come in on the sides of the court. 15-second shot clock, less changeovers. I think this all helps the product of doubles, makes it more entertaining. What's worrisome is that the 12-day tournaments that are singles tournaments they're going to streamline it to 5-day doubles tournaments. So this means less hotel rooms that tournament directors have to pay for. So they're maybe streamlining the doubles event to save money, and that's kind of what we were dealing with in 2005 when we filed that lawsuit, and we helped kind of bring back doubles a little bit. So we're still on the road. We're going to Wimbledon. I'm Davis Cup captain. Mike's there with Davis Cup going to the Olympics. We're going to spread the gospel and try to keep doubles where it should be. I think the doubles players could help out by staying together a little longer. Maybe have countrymen playing together. I think doubles could have even been bigger had the Indian Express, Payas, Bhupathi stayed together longer. They were household names, a crazy phenomenon in India. But you're right, it's like a marriage, and marriages don't always work out. And there's a lot of pressure. There's points money, there's travel, and teams break up. But if the countries could stay together, especially during an Olympic year, if they could wear the names on the back of the shirts, fans might start to recognize these guys. It gain traction. There's a few things that could be done, but I do think the pace of play initiatives coming out are going to help.